Year 3, lovely to speak to you again. Mrs. Kosh and I have just popped on because we want to explain a little bit about next week's learning for you. It's all about West Sussex, and we know how much you've been enjoying your work on Romans. So we've actually put a little bit of that in from some things that we didn't get done before half term, so we hope you enjoy doing those. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the maths next week. We're asking you to have a look at the BBC Bite Size website, which some of you might have already had a look at. The thing's different for next week, and we haven't made a mistake on this one. We're not asking you to look at next week's lessons as they happen. We're asking you to scroll back down and find some from a few weeks beforehand, because next week's lessons are on some stuff that you have already done with us already. So look on the sheet that's on the website and find the dates, and then have a scroll through and see if you can do the maths lessons on those. Okay? Okay, Mrs. Cotton.
So our English this week, we thought we'd make a start on making a flat book. And the picture on our home learning sheet is a little bit small, so I thought I'd just make a little one to show you. So what I've done is I've chosen 6 different colours for the different aspects we're going to be looking at each week. And this week we've asked you to do about my home, my house, the little bit about the village of Warburton where we live, or if you live in a different village then you need to write about that. And then this week we're actually going on to the county of West Sussex. So maybe after you've done a little bit about your Roman work, you might want to put a little bit in there, or you could possibly draw a map. It's totally up to you. But basically the book starts with where you live and gradually goes into the wider world. So by the time we get down to here, we're getting into like the wider world and the planet and things like that. For the English this week, we've asked you to write and draw about your home. So this is what I've written. I live in a detached house with yellow bricks and a red tiled roof. I live with my mum, dad and sister along with our dog. I have my own bedroom and the walls are pink. I sleep in a cabin bed and have made a secret den underneath. So we've also asked you to look a little bit about remembering the subordinate clauses, so adding a little bit extra to your sentence, but it still makes sense without it. There's a little clip on there from the Oxford Owl that you can have a look at. I've started all my sentences as I. That's not very interesting, is it? Perhaps you could make yours more interesting. Okay, good luck, Year 3.
Okay, and the last thing we wanted to say to you, Year 3, is there's a little bit of work that involves a map of the countries in the United Kingdom. Now, on the home learning sheet, it does say that we want you to look at the counties, but the map itself does also say countries. We haven't made a mistake, we do know that. We do want you to label the countries, but also to put in some of the key counties that you might recognise. Don't have to put them all in, there are lots and lots, but it may be that you've got a relative that lives in a different county to you, and you could just have a go at adding that to the map as well. Okay, so happy learning next week. Yes. Thank you for all the stuff you put on the blog this week. We look forward to seeing it again next week. Mrs. Kosh and I do love seeing what you're putting on. So take care, and we'll speak to you again soon. Bye.